quick and easy Korean style pork. Welcome along to Barbecue Life. My name's Tom. This is the channel where great barbecue doesn't cost a fortune, and this is my little mini series on making great British barbecue better. So what we tend to do here in Britain is we buy our meat already pre-marinated from the supermarket or from the butchers. We smash that onto a high grill and we burn it to oblivion. Sometimes the middle's cooked through, sometimes it's not, but quite often it's black on the outside. So this is a mini series about how to get them sort of flavours into your food without getting that blackening, and just really up your barbecue game. So it's more based at barbecue beginners and intermediates, but if you are more advanced, you're still going to enjoy the flavours that are within these cooks. So we're going to start off by lighting our Weber kettle. So I've got a chimney starter that I've filled up with lumpwood charcoal that I got from Kamado Kings. I'll leave a link in the description below if anyone's interested in buying the charcoal. They are affiliate links because I do work with Kamado Kings when I'm working on the Kamado Bono. So we get that in there, a couple of little woody lighters in the bottom, get them lit, charcoal chimney starter on the top. 15 minutes later, you've got hot coals and you're good to go. So we can get that into the barbecue. We're going for 2-zone cooking today. So we're going to put all of the coal on one side of the barbecue, which gives us a really hot side. And then we've got a cooler side, the other side, for indirect. We get that in, get our grill grates in place, lid on top. We're going to set our vents 3/4 open on the bottom, 3/4 open on the top. If you don't have a Weber kettle, then you can do this style on any style barbecue. We're just setting up for that indirect cooking. So we've got charcoal over one side and then a cool zone over the other. So our kettle's coming up to temperature and warming up nicely. Now we need to start preparing our pork. So I bought some pork steaks from Lidl's. So these are about 1 centimetre thick. They were on offer at the point I bought them. They're probably not on offer at the point that this video goes out. Just going to go on with some olive oil on them and get them nicely covered up. That is all of the seasoning we're going to be putting on these. Because we're going to be putting a Korean marinade on there, that Korean marinade is well seasoned. I don't need to be putting anything else onto this meat. I certainly don't need to be adding any more salt, as there's quite a high salt content or salty flavours content within the Korean sauce, things like soy and a natural sea salt as well. So we're going to get that nicely covered in the oil once our barbecue is nicely pre-warmed. So we're setting this to about 200 degrees C today. We're going to lay them steaks onto that direct side, so directly above that roaring hot charcoal. This pork can take a nice hot heat. What it doesn't need is to be on there for very long. So we only need sort of 3 minutes on that first side, and then we can flip it over. Give it 3 minutes on the other side. At this point the pork is pretty much cooked through because they're only thin centimetre steaks. If you've got thicker steaks, then you might need to be cooking a bit longer. But most importantly, get yourself an instant read thermometer, and then you can always check to make sure things are cooked through beforehand, right before eating it. So we're building that colour, 3 minutes on each sides. When we do that second flip, we can then look at adding our sauce. So you may have seen at the beginning I added Korean barbecue sauce into the indirect side of the barbecue. So this is barbecue sauce that I've made up myself. That if you want that recipe, it is in my Korean rotisserie wings video. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. It's a dump recipe. You pretty much just put all of your ingredients into a pan, you give it a stir, you heat it up. 10 minutes and it's done. There's probably more time saucing your ingredients than there is cooking it. So we've just got that warming up on the side. What we can do now is we can start to brush that flavour on. So this is the difference between buying it with the flavour already on there and then adding it afterwards. If we buy with the flavour early on, the sugars that are in these marinades from the butchers and from the supermarkets, they just burn and caramelise very, very quickly before you can cook the meat through. By doing it this way, by cooking your meat and making sure that it's up to a safe temperature or just before that safe temperature, and then adding the marinades with these high sugary contents, because there is a fair bit of sugar in this Korean barbecue sauce. It is salty and it is sweet and it is spicy and it is absolutely mint is what it is. But we start adding it now, and then that lets us regulate the colour that we get on these steaks. We're going to brush it on that first side, and then we can flip it over, get that onto the direct heat, and we brush the second side. We only want about a minute on each side once we've got that marinade on. And as you can see, all that does is gives you a slight char. We've not got a massive amount of blackening. We've not got that bitter taste. All we've done is set that glaze onto that pork. We can now move it over to the indirect side. This is why we set up for our 2-zone cooking. We've got an indirect side where it's safer to be cooking these sort of things with the high sugar contents. And we can glaze that a couple more times as well. Just brush it on, flip it over, brush it on, flip it over, and build that flavour up on there. It doesn't take very long. These steaks are done within sort of 10 minutes. These are ideal for when you've got your typical British barbecue where we all cook too much meat and you've got lots going on the grill. By cooking in this way, you've got so much more control. So once we've built up that flavour, you can take them off the barbecue, let them rest for a few minutes. If you've got any of that barbecue sauce left, that Korean barbecue sauce, stick that on a mat, put it on the table. Make sure you tell all your guests that saucepan or frying pan or whatever you've got it in is going to be hot, because someone is going to go to pick it up if it's got a handle. It wouldn't be the first time it's happened in our household. So make sure you tell your guests that that is hot. That's there for extra dipping as well. We served this up with Asian cucumbers and some crispy rice that you will see a video for later on in the week with the Barbecue Life Sides chick. Let's get to the taste test where we both give it a taste and we'll let you know what you think. So you'll have to excuse the no shirt, it's too hot to have a shirt on. So we start off with the pork. That sauce is lovely, goes really well. Get a bit of cucumber in. That's really fresh. Bit of heat in there as well. That works really nice. Nice crispy rice. Crunch on that is unbelievable. That is amazing. I really like that. What do you think?
I'm going to have a bit all together. Yeah, that all works really well together. That rice is lovely. It's not all so crispy, but you're very, very crispy bits, and then you're not so crispy bits. But yeah, the flavours all complement each other really well.
It's wicked. So if you like what we're doing at Barbecue Life, then please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, leave us a comment, let us know what you think. Cheers.